2.0, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0.
So hey guys, so this is Red Hood G4 2.0 talking. And yeah guys, if you are new in the channel, go subscribe with my channel, press the notification bell guys, so you cannot miss any of my upload videos, and drop a like. If you wanted to subscribe to my videos, go subscribe if you wanted to. If you don't want to subscribe, okay, it's not your choice. It's okay with me anyway. Anyway, you're gonna watch my videos and stuff like that, so yeah, so be careful you guys. So this is a video that I'm just making right now, so just be careful you guys with the heat right now. I saw that France the streets are melting, the light posts are melting and all that stuff over there. The tires of the vehicles are melting as well, even including the crops and you know the shoes. Everything was melting and all that. Just stay indoors, you guys. If you have air conditioning, just get air conditioning and all that stuff. Also, stay cool, you guys. Drink some cold water and all that. Keep yourself, dehydrate yourself and everything. So yeah, it's kind of bad. Like I said, bro, just be careful with the heat and everything. And yeah, so just be careful. This heat wave is really bad. So this is what is happening right now.
Entire Europe is going through a record-breaking deadly heat wave. Temperatures have crossed 40 degrees Celsius across multiple countries, and while this number feels normal in parts of Asia, in Europe it is a genuine crisis because Europe simply isn't built for this kind of heat. Most homes there don't even have air conditioning. Europe has always had cool weather, so homes, schools, and office buildings were designed to trap heat, not release it. Now that same infrastructure is working against the people living there. To survive the heat, people are rushing to lakes and rivers to cool off. Some are even swimming in unauthorized, unsupervised areas. And that's led to a sharp rise in drowning deaths across the region. Governments have declared red alerts. Schools have shut early. Offices have closed. And in France alone, the heat wave has caused around 1,000 excess deaths, mostly among the elderly. The heat is even melting infrastructure. In Germany, the asphalt above tram tracks literally melted, forcing the entire tram network to shut down. Highways have buckled. In Sweden, train tracks have twisted from the heat. And across France, demand for electric fans has surged so high that stores are running out of stock. Experts say this heat wave could continue for several more weeks. At Advanceable, we keep you updated with what's happening around the world. Follow us to stay informed.
Extreme heat alert is in effect right now. Temperatures are making a run for the record books. Going to the beach, you will be in the water today. Make sure you're staying cool and staying hydrated.
Between 98 and 102 is the general range for a lot of eastern and central Massachusetts. We're forecasting a high of 101 degrees tomorrow afternoon in Boston.
When it comes down to it, it's the heat and the humidity. Make sure you're wearing light, loose clothing outside.
Beaches on the North Shore are back open after contamination concerns.
Decision to reopen for swimming was after multiple days of testing.
It's the end of June. Yellowstone just woke up to snow. Meanwhile, more than 150 million people across the eastern United States are under dangerous heat alerts. One country, two completely different seasons. This is Earth, all at the same time. Follow Earth's signal for more patterns hiding in plain sight.
Всі мене питають, що тут таке у фініка отут іде. Бачите, воно як жилейка. Хто знає, що це може бути і від чого така штука? Товариші, хто мені скаже, а?
Hey everybody, we are staring down what is a very dangerous heat wave. It's not just because of the intensity, it's because such a large area is being covered by extreme heat risk. Something like 150 million people, like half, almost half of the population of the US, seeing feels like temperatures this week peaking between 105 and 115 degrees. Hey everybody, I'm Chief Meteorologist and Climate Specialist Jeff Berardelli, and that is really the headline. Sure, this is an intense heat wave, but I think more so it's the longevity and how large this heat wave is that really kind of makes it stand out. And part of the reason is it's being fueled by El Nino and by climate change to some degree as well. We'll be talking about that as well. So the heat dome's around through the holiday weekend, although it does flatten out a little bit over the holiday weekend. Watch these feels like temperatures. St. Louis, 105. Chicago, 103. Nashville, 104. Watch the heat move to the east. DC, 109. New York City, maybe up to 110. And the nooks and crannies up to 115 degrees. And even over the holiday weekend, it still is dangerous, especially for people that have compromised health or don't have air conditioning. I showed you the heat index numbers, but what about the actual temperatures? Something like 60 million people will exceed or get to 100 degrees this week, mainly along the I-95 corridor. Places like Boston, 104, is that possible? 103 in Hartford, maybe 105 in DC, challenging a couple of all-time heat records for cities and even maybe a state or two. That's how hot it's going to be on Thursday and Friday. But when you look at the ranking, we can kind of quantify, historically speaking, how strong this heat wave is. And most of it's in red, meaning it's somewhere around the 99 percentile. Not necessarily the hottest it's been. That's the 100 percentile. And there are some patches of that too. So it's not quite an unprecedented heat event in terms of its intensity, but in terms of its longevity, in terms of its size, and combining the intensity, this is definitely a memorable event. Now, one of the reasons this is going to be memorable is because El Nino is helping to spike and amplify this. The water temperatures in the El Nino region are just off the charts hot. We are definitely headed towards a super El Nino at record pace, by the way. That distributes a lot of heat into the atmosphere from the Pacific Ocean. You can see the heat dome across the Pacific, but also the real story, obviously, this week is the huge heat dome happening in the eastern half of the country, a real big one with those feels like temperatures to 115. But yet another heat wave is about to take place in Europe. That's just after the worst heat wave in European history, where it got to 112 in France, breaking the all-time Florida record. And there was a study done on this, and officially, this past heat wave in Europe was the worst on record. It was virtually impossible 50 years ago. Climate change made it something like 6 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than it otherwise would have been, which basically means that just about a few decades ago, a heat wave on par with that could not have happened.
Do not treat this like a typical New York City heat wave. We're talking about a 4 to 5 day stretch of dangerous heat with 2 days that could reach 100 degrees at Central Park. It hasn't hit 100 degrees there in 14 years, by the way. And when you factor in the humidity, it could feel as hot as 110 degrees. That kind of heat is not to be played with. Did you know extreme heat is the #1 weather-related killer in the United States? Not hurricanes, not tornadoes, not floods. Heat claims more lives than all of them. So this isn't the week to plan long outdoor activities. If you don't have to be outside during the hottest part of the day, don't. This is that go to work and go home weather. This is that stay in the air conditioning or the pool weather. And most importantly, this is that check on your elderly neighbors, friends, and neighbors weather, or anyone without air conditioning. Stay safe this week and make sure you're being a good neighbor, because that's what New York is all about.
Вот так полицай.
борется с жарой в Берлине. Можно искупаться, если кто-то хочет. Для разгона демонстраций, машинку. И люди все купаются, да? Давай! Давай! О, вторая приехала.
Yeah, and that's really bad. So that is what's happening right now. So get yourself hydrated and all that stuff. And you know, I'm gonna do a second video, like a few minutes. So yeah, so stays dehydrated and everything. I had to buy some water today. Yeah, gotta buy some more water, ice cream, stuff like that. Keep my son and my wife and everything cool down. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna finish over here because it's really hot. I'm just waiting for the mail to finish and everything, the mailman to finish and everything. So yeah. So if you are new in the channel, go subscribe on my channel, press the notification bell, guys, so you cannot miss any of my upload videos. Drop a like, guys. Stay safe, and God bless you guys, and keep yourself hydrated. Okay, you guys. So be safe.
2.0. 2.0. 2.0.